beneath a sky choked with storm cloud. A lone traveler stood at the mouth of the Black Maw, a mercenary by trade. He had heard whispers of treasure hidden deep within the dungeon, a fortune in gold and relics long abandoned. The tales spoke of danger, but danger was a language he had learned to speak fluently. Torchlight flickered against the jagged stone, casting shadows that twisted like grasping hands. The air was thick with something unseen, something old. The Maw did not welcome visitors, swallowed them. Yet the adventurer, blind to the warnings, etched in blood and forgotten bones, took his first step forward. The darkness took him in without hesitation. Stone beneath his boots was uneven, slick with moisture from the walls that seemed to breathe. The deeper he went, the more the silence weighed on him, thick, unnatural, as though the world above had ceased to exist. His torch illuminated carvings along the tunnel walls, symbols that should have been meaningless. And yet, something in his mind whispered their meaning, half-formed thoughts that were not his own. He dismissed the unease. Fear had no place here, not when gold lay ahead. Then came the first sound, a whisper, too distant to make out, too close to be ignored. He found the remnants of a camp long abandoned, a bedroll, a rusted blade, a journal with pages torn and smeared with ink. One passage remained legible. It sees, it hears, leave. Now, the adventurer exhaled sharply, gripping the note tighter. Superstition, coward's tales. He had come too far to turn back now, yet the darkness seemed to shift at the edge of his vision. The air grew heavier, pressing against his skin. The symbols along the walls pulsed, their glow almost imperceptible, but growing stronger. He turned to retrace his steps, but the path had changed. The tunnel twisted in ways it should not have. The walls were closer, the air colder. The whispers were no longer distant. They were everywhere. Panic crept into his veins as his torch sputtered. He moved faster, breath quickening. The darkness at his back thickened, deepened, and then he felt it not touch, but a presence, something vast, something awake. A new sound filled the tunnel, slithering between the spaces of his mind. Not a whisper, but a word, a name, his name. Torch flickered once, twice, then it was gone. For a moment, there was only silence. A breath held too long, a heartbeat that never came. Then the scream brief, sharp, cut short by something final. The Maw does not simply kill, it takes, it learns, it waits, and now it knows another name.